Heartbreak is one of life's most painful lessons, but it's also an invitation to rediscover your power. When someone hurts us deeply, the urge to retaliate can feel overwhelming. But revenge only prolongs your pain and chains you to the one who hurt you. Instead, I encourage you to step into your light, embrace your healing, and take an approach that serves your highest good. Forgiveness is not about excusing what has been done to you or pretending that the hurt never happened. It's a profound act of self-liberation, a choice to release yourself from the emotional prison of anger, bitterness, and resentment. When someone breaks your heart, it's natural to feel betrayed, and the desire for revenge can be strong. You might think that holding on to that anger is a way of keeping your power or ensuring justice, but in truth, it only keeps you tied to the person who caused your pain. Forgiveness, on the other hand, cuts the cord that binds you to them, setting you free to heal and thrive. The journey to forgiveness begins with acknowledging your emotions. It's important to allow yourself to feel the hurt, sadness, and disappointment that heartbreak brings. Bottling up these emotions or suppressing them doesn't make them go away, it only makes them fester and grow stronger. Give yourself permission to cry, to grieve, and to express your pain in healthy ways. This is not a sign of weakness, but a necessary step in your healing process. By facing your emotions head-on, you take the first step toward releasing them. Once you've acknowledged your pain, it's time to shift your perspective. Forgiveness is not about condoning the behavior of the person who hurt you or forgetting what happened. It's about choosing to see the situation from a higher viewpoint. Ask yourself, what is holding on to this anger doing to me? How is it affecting my life, my happiness, and my peace of mind? You'll likely realize that clinging to resentment only prolongs your suffering, while the person who hurt you may be completely unaffected. Forgiveness is about reclaiming your power by deciding that you will no longer allow their actions to dictate your emotional state. An essential part of forgiveness is understanding that everyone, including those who hurt us, acts from their level of awareness. People often project their own pain, insecurities, and unresolved issues onto others. This doesn't excuse their behavior, but it does help you see that their actions are a reflection of them, not of your worth. By recognizing this, you can begin to separate yourself from the pain they caused and see it as something outside of you, rather than something that defines you. Forgiving someone doesn't mean you need to reconcile with them or invite them back into your life. Healthy boundaries are an important part of the forgiveness process. Forgiveness is an internal act. It's something you do for yourself, not for the other person. It's about releasing the emotional grip they have on you and choosing to prioritize your own well-being. In some cases, forgiving someone might mean letting them go entirely, allowing yourself to move forward without their presence in your life. Practicing forgiveness requires compassion, both for the person who hurt you and for yourself. Start by being gentle with yourself. Understand that forgiveness is a process, and it's okay if it doesn't happen overnight. You might find it helpful to repeat affirmations like, I release the need to hold on to this pain. I choose peace and freedom instead. These words, spoken consistently and with intention, can help rewire your thoughts and emotions over time. Visualizing the release of your anger can also be a powerful tool. Close your eyes and imagine the person who hurt you surrounded by a golden light. Picture yourself cutting an invisible cord that connects you to them, symbolizing the release of your resentment and pain. As you do this, feel the weight lifting from your heart, leaving you lighter and freer. It's also important to surround yourself with support during this process. Talk to trusted friends or a counselor who can help you process your emotions and gain clarity. Sometimes just voicing your feelings out loud can bring a sense of relief and perspective. Forgiveness is not a one-time event, but an ongoing commitment. There may be moments when old feelings of anger or resentment resurface, and that's okay. When this happens, remind yourself of why you chose to forgive in the first place. Revisit the affirmations, visualizations, and self-care practices that helped you begin the process. Over time, you'll find that the intensity of these feelings diminishes and your capacity for compassion and peace grows stronger. Ultimately, forgiveness is about choosing love over fear. It's about recognizing that holding on to anger and resentment only serves to keep you in a state of fear, while forgiveness allows you to step into the expansive energy of love. This love starts with yourself. By forgiving, you are saying to yourself, I deserve peace, I deserve happiness, I deserve to be free. And as you extend this love to yourself, you'll find that it naturally flows outward, allowing you to approach the world with an open heart. Forgiveness doesn't mean the pain disappears entirely, but it does mean that the pain no longer controls you. It transforms your heartbreak into a source of strength and wisdom, enabling you to move forward with grace and resilience. When you choose forgiveness, you're not just letting go of the past, you're reclaiming your future. You're choosing to live a life that is not defined by the actions of others, but by your own power, love, and light. So when someone breaks your heart, resist the urge to seek revenge. Instead, take the courageous step of forgiving them, not for their sake, but for your own. By doing so, you give yourself the greatest gift of all, the freedom to heal, grow, and live fully. Forgiveness is your pathway to liberation, and it is always within your power to choose it. When heartbreak shatters your world, it can feel as though the very foundation of your identity has been shaken. In these moments, the most important act you can undertake is to prioritize self-love. This is not a selfish act, nor is it indulgent. It is a vital process of reclaiming your worth, nurturing your spirit, and rebuilding your confidence. Self-love is the foundation of healing, the antidote to the pain of rejection, and the key to rediscovering your inner strength. Heartbreak often leaves us questioning our value, wondering if we were not enough or if we could have done something differently. These thoughts are natural but harmful if left unchecked. Self-love begins with recognizing that your worth is not tied to another person's treatment of you. It is inherent, unchanging, and unconditional. You were enough before this heartbreak, you are enough now, and you will always be enough. Start by affirming this truth to yourself every day. Say aloud, I am worthy of love and respect, just as I am. These words may feel foreign at first, but repetition helps them take root in your heart and mind. Prioritizing self-love also means making time for self-care in all its forms. Heartbreak often drains your energy, leaving you feeling depleted and vulnerable. Now is the time to pour love back into yourself. Engage in activities that bring you joy and peace, whether that's taking long walks in nature, immersing yourself in a favorite book, or exploring a new hobby. These moments are not distractions, they are investments in your well-being. They remind you that life is still full of beauty and possibilities, even in the midst of pain. Taking care of your physical health is another important aspect of self-love. When you nourish your body with healthy food, stay hydrated, and get enough rest, you're sending a powerful message to yourself, I care about me. Exercise can be particularly healing, not only for its physical benefits, but also for its ability to release endorphins, improve your mood, and help you feel strong and capable again. Self-love also involves setting boundaries, both with others and with yourself. After heartbreak, it's easy to fall into patterns of overthinking or blaming yourself for what went wrong. But self-love means protecting your mental and emotional space from these damaging thoughts. When you catch yourself dwelling on the past, gently redirect your focus. Remind yourself that what's done is done, and your energy is better spent on what you can create in the future. Setting boundaries with others is equally important. You may need to distance yourself from the person who hurt you or from people who bring negativity into your life. This is not an act of punishment or isolation, it's an act of self-preservation. Surround yourself with individuals who uplift and support you, those who remind you of your strength and worth. Healthy relationships are a mirror for your own self-love. They reflect back the care and respect you give to yourself. Another powerful way to prioritize self-love is by practicing gratitude. When your heart is aching, it's easy to focus solely on what you've lost. But shifting your attention to what you still have can bring a sense of balance and hope. Each day, take a moment to write down 3 things you're grateful for, no matter how small. It could be the warmth of the sun on your face, the kindness of a friend, or the resilience you've shown in facing this difficult time. Gratitude doesn't erase the pain, but it helps you see that your life is still rich and full, even in the midst of heartache. Forgiveness is another facet of self-love. This doesn't mean condoning the actions of those who hurt you, but rather freeing yourself from the burden of anger and resentment. Holding on to these emotions only prolongs your suffering, while forgiveness allows you to move forward. This act of letting go is one of the greatest gifts you can give to yourself. It clears the path for healing and renewal. Journaling can be a transformative tool for self-love. Writing down your thoughts and feelings allows you to process them in a safe and non-judgmental space. Use your journal to explore your emotions, reflect on your journey, and reaffirm your worth. You might write letters to yourself, filled with words of encouragement and compassion. Imagine speaking to a dear friend who is going through the same experience. What would you say to them? Then turn those words inward. One of the most profound aspects of self-love is learning to trust yourself again. Heartbreak can make you doubt your judgment, your choices, and even your ability to love. But remember that this experience, as painful as it is a part of your growth. Trust that you are capable of learning from it and that you will emerge wiser and stronger. Lean into your intuition, honor your feelings, and believe in your ability to create a brighter future. Finally, self-love means giving yourself grace. Healing is not a linear process, and there will be days when the pain feels overwhelming. On those days, remind yourself that it's okay to feel what you feel. Be patient with yourself, just as you would with someone you deeply care about. Celebrate the small victories along the way, each moment of clarity, each step forward, each act of kindness you show to yourself. As you prioritize self-love, you'll find that the pieces of your heart begin to come back together. You'll rediscover your strength, your resilience, and your capacity for joy. Self-love doesn't just heal the wounds of heartbreak, it transforms them into the foundation for a richer, fuller life. You are your greatest ally, your most constant companion, and your most important source of love. Nurture that relationship, and you'll find that no matter what challenges come your way, you have everything you need to overcome them. Pain is one of life's greatest teachers, though its lessons often come in the form of experiences we would never willingly choose. When someone breaks your heart, it's easy to see only the hurt, the betrayal, and the overwhelming sadness. But within this pain lies an opportunity for growth, self-discovery, and transformation. To find the lesson in the pain is to shift your perspective, seeking meaning and insight rather than dwelling solely on the loss. It's a process that takes courage and patience, but it holds the key to turning heartbreak into a catalyst for personal evolution. The first step in uncovering the lesson is to accept the reality of your pain. Denying or suppressing your feelings only prolongs the healing process. Allow yourself to feel the full spectrum of your emotions: grief, anger, confusion, or even regret. These feelings are valid, and by acknowledging them, you give yourself permission to begin the process of understanding them. Pain is not something to be feared. It is a signal that something important has occurred, something worth exploring. As you sit with your emotions, begin to ask yourself questions that invite reflection. What did this relationship or experience teach you about yourself? Perhaps it revealed areas where you were giving too much and receiving too little. Maybe it highlighted patterns of behavior, such as ignoring red flags or placing someone else's happiness above your own. These realizations are not about assigning blame to yourself or others, but about gaining clarity. Understanding what happened and why it happened is an essential part of growth. Pain often points us toward areas in our lives where we need to set stronger boundaries. If your heartbreak stemmed from being taken for granted or mistreated, it's an opportunity to examine how you allow others to treat you. Did you compromise your values or ignore your needs to keep the peace? Did you stay silent when you should have spoken up? These questions can be difficult to face, but they hold the seeds of empowerment. By identifying where your boundaries were crossed, you can begin to rebuild them with greater strength and clarity. Another lesson pain offers is the chance to reevaluate your priorities. Relationships often reveal what truly matters to us, what we want, what we value, and what we're willing to compromise on. Heartbreak can force you to confront whether your actions align with your true desires. Were you chasing validation instead of genuine connection? Were you trying to fit into someone else's vision of happiness rather than creating your own? By answering these questions, you can redefine your priorities and ensure that future relationships align with your authentic self. Pain also teaches resilience. In the moment, heartbreak can feel like an insurmountable weight, but over time, you begin to realize your own strength. Each day you face the pain and continue moving forward, you are building emotional endurance. This resilience is not just about surviving the heartbreak, it's about using the experience to grow into a stronger, wiser, and more compassionate version of yourself. Within the pain of heartbreak is also an invitation to practice self-compassion. It's easy to fall into patterns of self-criticism, replaying moments where you think you failed or should have done things differently. But part of finding the lesson in the pain is learning to treat yourself with kindness. Remind yourself that you did the best you could with the knowledge and resources you had at the time. Forgive yourself for any mistakes and commit to growing from them rather than punishing yourself for them. Heartbreak can also deepen your understanding of love. It shows you what you need to feel safe, valued, and fulfilled in a relationship. It teaches you the importance of mutual respect, trust, and communication. These lessons don't diminish the pain of the experience, but they prepare you for healthier, more fulfilling connections in the future. Each relationship, even the painful ones, adds to your understanding of what love means to you and how you want to express and receive it. Another valuable lesson that pain teaches is the power of letting go. Holding on to the past, whether it's resentment, regret, or a longing for what once was, only keeps you stuck. Letting go doesn't mean forgetting or pretending the pain never happened. It means accepting that some things are beyond your control and choosing to release the hold they have on your heart. This act of surrender allows you to make space for new possibilities, new joys, and new growth. Finally, pain reminds us of our capacity for empathy and connection. When you've experienced heartbreak, you understand what it feels like to be vulnerable, to grieve, and to long for healing. This understanding can make you more compassionate toward others who are suffering. It deepens your ability to connect with people on a genuine human level, and it reminds you that pain is a universal experience. Finding the lesson in the pain doesn't mean that the hurt disappears. It means that the hurt is no longer meaningless. It becomes part of your story, a chapter in your journey toward becoming the person you are meant to be. Each insight you gain, each boundary you strengthen, and each moment of clarity you achieve adds to the foundation of your future happiness. Remember, the pain you feel today will not last forever. It is a teacher, not a permanent state of being. As you uncover the lessons hidden within your heartbreak, you'll find that you are not only healing but also evolving. You are becoming more aware, more resilient, and more attuned to what truly matters to you. Heartbreak is not the end of your story. It is the beginning of a new chapter, one filled with possibilities and the wisdom you've gained through the lessons of the pain. A life of fulfillment is one that aligns with your true desires, values, and passions. It is a life where you wake up with purpose, find joy in the small moments, and feel a sense of peace even in the midst of challenges. After heartbreak, building such a life can feel daunting, but it is also one of the most powerful ways to heal. When you focus on creating a fulfilling life, you reclaim your power, redirect your energy, and open yourself up to a future filled with possibilities. The first step in building a life of fulfillment is to reconnect with yourself. Heartbreak can leave you feeling lost, as though pieces of your identity have been scattered. To rebuild, you must first rediscover who you are and what truly matters to you. Take time to reflect on your values, interests, and dreams. What brings you joy? What makes you feel alive? These questions are the foundation of a life well lived. Reclaim hobbies and passions that may have been neglected, or explore new interests that ignite curiosity. This process of self-discovery is not only healing, but also empowering. As you reconnect with yourself, it's essential to set clear intentions for the kind of life you want to create. Fulfillment doesn't happen by chance, it requires intentionality. Begin by envisioning your ideal life. What does it look like? Who are you surrounded by? How do you spend your days? Write down your vision, allowing yourself to dream freely and without limitation. This vision will serve as your roadmap, guiding your choices and actions as you move forward. One of the cornerstones of a fulfilling life is living in alignment with your values. These are the principles that define what is most important to you, such as integrity, compassion, creativity, or growth. When your actions and decisions align with your values, you create a sense of harmony and purpose. Take time to identify your core values and use them as a filter for your decisions. If something doesn't align with your values, it's likely not worth your time or energy. Building a life of fulfillment also involves cultivating meaningful relationships. Heartbreak may have left you feeling disconnected or wary of opening up to others, but true fulfillment comes from genuine connection. Surround yourself with people who uplift and inspire you, those who share your values and celebrate your growth. Let go of toxic or one-sided relationships that drain your energy or undermine your self-worth. Remember, the quality of your relationships matters far more than the quantity. Seek out connections that nurture your soul and enrich your life. A fulfilling life is not just about achieving goals, it's about enjoying the journey. Too often we tie our happiness to future milestones, thinking I'll be happy when I get that promotion, or I'll feel fulfilled when I find the right partner. But true fulfillment comes from embracing the present moment and finding joy in the process. Practice mindfulness by being fully present in your daily experiences, whether it's savoring a delicious meal, spending time in nature, or having a heartfelt conversation. When you focus on the here and now, you create a sense of gratitude and contentment that forms the foundation of a fulfilling life. Another essential element of fulfillment is personal growth. Life is constantly changing, and true fulfillment comes from embracing this change as an opportunity to learn and evolve. Set goals that challenge you and push you outside your comfort zone. These goals don't have to be monumental. Even small steps towards self-improvement can create a sense of progress and accomplishment. Celebrate your achievements, no matter how small, and recognize the strength and resilience you demonstrate along the way. Gratitude is a powerful tool for cultivating fulfillment. When you focus on what you have rather than what you lack, you shift your perspective from scarcity to abundance. Start a daily gratitude practice by writing down 3 things you're thankful for each day. These can be big or small, from a supportive friend to a beautiful sunset. Over time, this practice will help you develop a more positive outlook and deepen your appreciation for the richness of your life. In addition to focusing on your own growth and happiness, consider how you can contribute to the world around you. Acts of kindness and service not only benefit others, but also bring a profound sense of purpose and fulfillment to your own life. Volunteer for a cause you're passionate about, support a friend in need, or simply spread positivity through small gestures of kindness. When you give of yourself, you create a ripple effect of love and connection that enhances your sense of meaning and joy. It's also important to cultivate resilience in the face of challenges. A fulfilling life is not one without difficulties, but one where you face obstacles with courage and grace. When setbacks occur, remind yourself of your strength and the lessons you've learned from past experiences. Trust that every challenge is an opportunity for growth and that you have the ability to overcome whatever comes your way. Finally, remember that fulfillment is a journey, not a destination. It's a continuous process of self-discovery, growth, and alignment with your values and dreams. Be patient with yourself as you navigate this journey and celebrate the progress you make along the way. Allow yourself to evolve, to change your vision as you grow, and to embrace the beauty of the life you are creating. By focusing on building a life of fulfillment, you shift the narrative of heartbreak from one of loss to one of possibility. You take the energy that might have been spent dwelling on the past and redirect it toward creating a future that excites and inspires you. This is your opportunity to design a life that reflects your true essence, a life where you are not defined by what happened to you, but by how you choose to rise and thrive. Fulfillment is not a gift you wait to receive. It's a masterpiece you create with intention, passion, and love. Trusting the universe for justice is a profound act of faith, one that requires releasing control and believing that everything happens for a reason, even when the reasons are not immediately clear. When someone wrongs you or life feels unfair, the natural response is often anger, frustration, or desire for revenge. But clinging to these emotions only prolongs your suffering. True freedom and peace come from surrendering to the larger forces at work, trusting that the universe has a way of balancing the scales, even if the process is beyond your understanding. Justice in the universal sense is not always about immediate retribution or visible outcomes. It's about the energy of actions and intentions aligning with natural laws over time. When someone acts with kindness and integrity, that energy flows back to them in positive ways. Similarly, harmful actions create consequences for those who commit them, though these consequences may not always be visible to you. Trusting the universe means understanding that you don't need to control or witness this process. It unfolds in its own time and way. Letting go of the need for justice on your terms is not a sign of weakness, it is a demonstration of inner strength. It's an acknowledgement that your energy is better spent on growth, healing, and building a joyful life rather than being consumed by resentment or desire to settle scores. This shift in focus doesn't mean you condone hurtful actions or ignore injustice. It means you refuse to let those actions define your happiness or control your emotions. To trust the universe for justice, start by practicing acceptance. This doesn't mean agreeing with what happened or pretending it didn't hurt. Acceptance simply means acknowledging that the event occurred and that you cannot change the past. Fighting reality only creates more pain, while acceptance allows you to begin the process of moving forward. It creates space for healing and opens the door for the universe to work its magic in ways you may not expect. A key aspect of trusting the universe is releasing the need for revenge. Revenge might seem satisfying in the moment, but it often leaves you feeling empty or entangled in a cycle of negativity. Instead, consider that the best revenge is living a good and fulfilling life. By focusing on your own happiness, you take back the power that the wrongdoer tried to take from you. You show the universe and yourself that no one else has the ability to dictate your joy or your future. Forgiveness plays a crucial role in this process, though it can feel counterintuitive when you've been deeply hurt. Forgiveness is not about excusing bad behavior or forgetting what happened. It is about freeing yourself from the emotional burden of holding on to anger and resentment. When you forgive, you release the energetic ties to the person or situation that caused you pain. This act of letting go sends a powerful message to the universe that you are ready to move on, allowing justice to unfold naturally. Another way to trust the universe is to focus on your own actions and intentions. The energy you put into the world has a way of coming back to you, so act with kindness, integrity, and love, even when it's difficult. When you choose to rise above negativity, you align yourself with the positive forces of the universe, attracting blessings and opportunities into your life. This alignment doesn't just bring personal rewards, it also reinforces your belief that justice and balance are always at work, even when you can't see them. Patience is an essential component of trusting the universe. Justice may not happen on your timeline, and that's okay. The universe operates on its own schedule, one that often requires patience and faith. During this time, focus on cultivating inner peace. Meditation, journaling, or spending time in nature can help you connect with the present moment and release the need to control outcomes. Trust that the universe sees the bigger picture and is working in your favor even when things seem uncertain. Gratitude is another powerful tool in building trust in the universe. When you focus on the blessings in your life, you shift your energy from lack and injustice to abundance and appreciation. Gratitude reminds you that despite the wrongs you've experienced, there is still so much good in the world. This perspective not only helps you heal, but also strengthens your connection to the universe, reinforcing the belief that it is guiding you toward greater harmony and fairness. Believing in universal justice also means understanding that every experience, even the painful ones, holds a lesson or a purpose. Ask yourself what this situation has taught you about your strength, your values, or your boundaries. Perhaps it has shown you the importance of self-respect or revealed the areas in your life that need healing or growth. These lessons are gifts from the universe, helping you evolve into the person you are meant to be. Finally, trusting the universe requires surrender. Surrender is not about giving up, it's about letting go of the need to control outcomes and trusting that everything is unfolding as it should. When you surrender, you create space for the universe to bring justice, healing, and opportunities into your life in ways that you may not have imagined. This act of faith is liberating, allowing you to release worry and embrace the present moment with a sense of peace. In trusting the universe for justice, you align yourself with a higher power that operates with wisdom and balance. You step out of the cycle of negativity and step into a space of empowerment and grace. This trust doesn't mean passivity, it means channeling your energy into creating a life filled with love, joy, and purpose. Justice will come, not because you demand it, but because the universe is always working to restore balance and harmony. Trust that it knows the way. Healing is a journey, a process that unfolds with time, intention, and a willingness to nurture yourself. When you experience emotional pain such as heartbreak or loss, it's easy to feel stuck in the hurt, as though the wound will never mend. But healing is always possible, and one of the most powerful tools to aid this process is the practice of affirmation. By affirming your healing, you shift your focus from pain to possibility, from brokenness to wholeness, and from despair to hope. Affirmations are a way of speaking directly to your soul, reminding yourself of your innate capacity to heal and thrive. To affirm your healing, you must first recognize that healing is not a linear path. Some days will feel lighter, filled with glimpses of joy and strength, while others may feel heavy and challenging. This ebb and flow is natural, and it's important to embrace every step of the journey with compassion for yourself. Affirmations serve as anchors during this process, keeping you grounded in hope and resilience, even when progress feels slow or uncertain. Begin your healing journey by creating a space of intention. This could be a quiet corner in your home, a journal where you pour out your thoughts, or a simple ritual you perform each day. In this space, speak your affirmations aloud or write them down, allowing their energy to permeate your being. Affirmations like "I am healing with every breath I take, I release the pain of the past and welcome peace into my life," or "I am worthy of love and happiness" are powerful reminders of your ability to overcome. One of the most important aspects of affirming your healing is believing in your own worthiness to heal. Pain can sometimes make you question your value, leaving you feeling undeserving of joy or peace. But the truth is, healing is your birthright. You are worthy of every ounce of love, happiness, and peace that life has to offer. When you affirm this truth, you begin to dismantle the self-doubt that pain often creates. Tell yourself, "I am deserving of healing, and I claim it now," and let these words sink deeply into your heart. As you affirm your healing, it's essential to release the weight of the past. Holding on to pain, resentment, or regret keeps you tethered to the very wounds you wish to heal. Affirmations like "I release what no longer serves me," or "I let go of the past and embrace the present," can help you break free from this cycle. Releasing doesn't mean forgetting or invalidating your experiences. It means choosing to no longer let them define or control you. This act of letting go creates space for new energy, new opportunities, and new joys to flow into your life. Healing also requires patience and self-compassion. There may be moments when you feel frustrated, as though you should be over it by now. In these moments, remind yourself that healing takes time and that it's okay to move at your own pace. Affirmations like "I am patient with myself as I heal," or "I honor my journey and trust its timing," can help you cultivate a sense of grace and acceptance. Be gentle with yourself, just as you would be with a dear friend who is going through a difficult time. Another powerful way to affirm your healing is by focusing on the present moment. Often pain keeps you trapped in the past or anxious about the future. By grounding yourself in the here and now, you reclaim your power and center yourself in what you can control. Affirmations like "I am safe in this moment," or "I find peace in the present," can help you stay connected to the beauty and potential of the present. Each moment of presence is a step toward wholeness. Your body, mind, and spirit are interconnected, and affirming your healing involves nurturing all three aspects of yourself. Physically, you can affirm your healing by treating your body with care, whether through movement, nourishing food, rest, or touch. Emotionally, affirmations can help you process and release feelings, creating a sense of inner calm. Spiritually, affirmations can strengthen your connection to a higher power or to your own sense of purpose and meaning. Remind yourself, "My body, mind, and spirit are in harmony, and I am healing completely." Gratitude is another powerful tool in the process of affirming your healing. While it may seem difficult to find gratitude in moments of pain, even small expressions of thanks can shift your perspective. Affirmations like "I am grateful for the lessons this experience is teaching me," or "I am thankful for the strength I discover within myself each day," can transform your outlook, helping you see the silver linings within the storm. As you affirm your healing, it's important to envision the life you are creating for yourself. Imagine a future where you feel whole, joyful, and free. Use affirmations to align yourself with this vision, such as "I am creating a life filled with love and abundance," or "I step confidently into a future of peace and happiness." By focusing on what you want to cultivate rather than what you've lost, you shift your energy toward growth and possibility. Lastly, remember that healing is not just about returning to who you were before the pain. It's about becoming a stronger, wiser, and more compassionate version of yourself. Affirmations like "I am growing through this experience," or "I am becoming the best version of myself," remind you that healing is a transformative process. It's an opportunity to rebuild, redefine, and reclaim your life on your own terms. Each time you affirm your healing, you plant a seed of hope and resilience within yourself. Over time, these seeds will grow into a garden of strength, joy, and peace. Trust in your ability to heal, and know that every affirmation you speak brings you closer to the wholeness you seek. You are not defined by your pain. You are defined by your capacity to rise, to grow, and to thrive.